Another good night at the plate tonight, Ari. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. You've been really hot as of late too. What's been the difference for you in these last couple of games at the plate?
Yeah, just trying to stick with myself and stick with my approach, what we work on every day here at the field. Just stay with myself and not try to do too much. The season's going to be up and down all the time, and it's not always going to go your way. But if you stick to yourself and what you can do and your strengths, you're going to get a lot of success.
You're sandwiched in between two guys that have also been really hot during this stretch in the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9 have really been doing a great job with obviously Christian batting in front of you and Worthington behind you. What does it take, talked about, like just the entire lineup as a whole, where you guys are really doing a lot of damage at the bottom half just as much as the top half is?
Right. I think what we do so well is just getting the next guy up and not trying to do too much when your name is called or when you're hitting in the box, because you know that guy behind you can do the job as well. And trusting the guy in front of you, trusting the guy behind you, and knowing that whatever situation you're in, you got to stay positive. And just seeing Jacob Christian and Will Worthington have success in front of me and behind me is awesome.
You've managed a lot of great outings out of starting pitchers this weekend. Starting with Randall, obviously you had didn't give up a hit for the first 5 innings, and then Redeman yesterday. We talked to him, and he got better through the evening every time through the order. What have you seen of his pitching staff as being the guy that has caught all of them and has managed all of them and goes out and talks to them during situations about the job that staff has done for you guys as you continue to light up the scoreboard on offense?
Yeah, just our pitching staff is full of a bunch of dogs, guys that are so confident and convicted out there. Not one face out on the mound I've seen is scared. They're always trying to attack the zone, and they're convicted in what they're doing, and their hard work in the fall and in the winter is really paying off. Randall is a dog. Friday night guys, that's a guy you want out there. And then Redmond, young freshman, I'm so impressed of what he's been able to do so far, and super proud of his success.
We talked with Coach Floor about you've been able to beat him out to the mound a couple of times and knowing when to talk to your guys, just not necessarily today, but, throughout the season. How have you been able to get those guys to calm down and get a strike almost every single time after you guys mate on the mound?
Yeah, just over the years here at USD, I've kind of gotten a little better feel of times to go out there, and I think like as you get to know your pitchers better and get a better relationship, you know when you need to go out there and let them know, hey man, just stick with it and don't try to do too much. And I think that's helped a lot. Just trying to get to know each guy as well as I can, and that's helped with my relationship with all of them.
Schreier got the win today. Hadn't pitched in a couple of games, obviously, and struck out the side twice. What was working for him, pitch sequence wise, that you saw obviously firsthand better than anybody else?
Yeah, he was kind of struggling with his sinker early on, and then he kind of started landing his slider, and then he started to landing the 2-seam again. So when he lands that slider, he's really good, and he was just able to attack guys and get out of those jams that he got himself into.
What's been the basically the team mindset of the last 9 games now in a row, and based on the start that you guys had to conference play? We talked about with Brock just recently. Start off 0-2, but then have been on a tear. What's the message been? What's been the day in, day out feeling from the team from a player's perspective?
Yeah, just try not to get too high and not try to get too low. Try to be steady and be the same person every day. Show up to the yard, not too high, not too low, just like Coach Brock says. And even though we're on a 9-game streak, we got to stay the same team. Treat others like brothers. Come to the yard and have a good mindset.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Big night offensively for you guys. 6 runs in the second, 5 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth. LMU answered a couple of times. You guys always answered on top of that. How would you, talk about the offense today against LMU?
Didn't stop. They kept going. Sometimes you don't get those big innings. We had three big innings, I would call. That was a difference maker, I believe. And with that being said, I just give our guys credit. It's Sunday games can get weird. It can get tricky on you with pitching, the depth on both sides. But I think the toughness and the focus from our guys on the offensive side, they went out and they set out what they were trying to do today. They met the expectation, the standard of having quality bats all the way through. We played aggressive. We ran the bases aggressive. We had a great ball and dirt reads that put us in position to score. We had great 2-strike, 2-out hits We had a great hit and run. Ari, another great hit and run to get things going again today, to allow us to score. And that, again, it's different ways that we can score. Even though we did have a few home runs today, which also helped the cause and helped those bigger innings.
Shapari, obviously, with that the inning where he got a little shaken up, from a injury perspective. Bullpen had to get hot really quick, and your two guys, came in and had to get the job done very fast. Thurman, 2/3 of an inning, no earned runs, and then Schreier struck out the side back-to-back innings.
Yeah, it was great for Alex. Hadn't pitched in about a week or so, and to stabilize the middle part of the game there allowed us to get to the back half of the game offensively too, to kind of put them at bay and allow us to get back in and score. And then our offense did a great job of answering back. I think that's when we threw up a 5 spot and then a 3 spot after that. So just a tremendous job by Alex Schreier. Just had 3 pitches working, conviction with the fastball, landed a good 3-2 slider there to I think he struck out the side in the 6th. Just an impressive job by him to allow us to get a bigger lead.
2 weeks ago, you had a doubleheader, frustrating doubleheader to start conference play out. Came back the next day and really put up a lot of points or runs on the board, and then have been continuing with a great run. How would you describe the response that your guys had after starting off conference play not the way you wanted it to be?
Yeah, if there's anyone that's going to believe in my guys, no one's going to believe in more than myself and this coaching staff, no doubt about it. Hey, you got to ride the waves in this game. You got to ride the waves in life. These guys know that. The biggest thing is to not get down on yourself, not get too high, not get too low. We just talked as a team right now. Hey, winning's hard. It's not easy. Winning is not easy by any means. It's the work that you put into it. It's the belief that you have in yourself, but it's the belief you have in each other, the mental toughness and the mental focus. And I can't say enough about my guys and everything that they give for this program.
We're not going to see you for a little bit, but your next 4 games are against some really good opponents. Obviously with UC San Diego on Tuesday on the road, Game 2, playing them this year. Not a lot of losses for UC San Diego, and then a big series against Portland over the weekend.
Yep. It's one game at a time, one pitch at a time. We got a day of school, off day tomorrow to get in the training room and get our bodies right for Tuesday and get on a little bus ride over to La Jolla. And UCSD is a great team, and then get on a plane flight and go up to Portland. But we're playing the game, and that's the biggest thing. We stay with us. We stay with San Diego baseball. Do our thing on the offensive side, and then on the defensive and pitching side, keep passing the torch along, and next guy up, next guy up, next guy up, and it's not a one-man show, and these guys believe in that stuff.
Anything else?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Brad.